Hey, how you doing, everyone? It's Wednesday, 30th of March, and we're nearly at the end of... Just got to change my battery here. Charger. There we go. Nearly at the end of quarter one, aren't we? I've just spent 2 hours recording a video, and about an hour of it I've got to cut out. So it's another flex container video, but this time working on a full page. In fact, it was this page. I can share it with you here. So here's the page I was working on. So just built this all with flex containers and everything, blah, 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 blah. It's pretty okay in what it does, you know. The page. Oh, what have I done? I think I've just frozen my page then for a moment. Sorry, I froze my page then. But yes, so just done a design and whatever. So hopefully I'll edit that video. And that video will be coming out later today. I've just realized that my little image over here needs to be moved up a bit as well. Something like that. Because the YouTube symbol there keeps hiding my face a little bit. Anyway, how you all doing? Hey Peter. And by the way, Peter, I've just seen your reply to Gerald. Thanks for that. I have to be honest, it's the same thing I've already said to Gerald in our chat last week, our one-to-one I had with him, where I said, stop focusing on everything. Focus on the 10 or 12 key concerts, the latest concerts that people give a damn about, that care about, and pick the best images. Don't pick images that are not so good or stylish. Always go for... Aha, we're going French now. Ça va bien. Hey, Jimmy, you're all right. Just quickly reply to a comment on here that someone's written. Just quickly replying here. Where's my live chat? There it is. And I think I need to change the settings on the camera as well because I'm looking a little bit blurry, aren't I? Let me just change the settings on this camera. Dink, dink, like that. Like something like that. When you're doing a video recording, you have different settings, and then when I open the window, obviously the light then just hits my face kind of thing, so I have to change the settings again. But anyway, hey, cool. Hey, Mark. So yeah, I've just finished doing a 2-hour video. And the video was of this page that I've built. Notice this, look, Appler. It's not Apple, it's Appler. Okay. So it's just a page I built in using flex containers. So I found a few little, I'm not going to say annoying things, but things that you could trip up over if you don't understand how to get around it. So again, I've just covered off a few problems. But by the way, it's a 2-hour video that has a 1 hour of me being very frustrated because I came across a few problems. And I was like that. I was swearing at my screen. I was getting angry. And then I was like, okay, what if I try this? What if I try that? So it's very easy to... Because sometimes when you're creating, you're still thinking in section and columns, right? So it is a different way of thinking. And if you're okay with flex containers, you'll get it. But there are a few... I wouldn't say... I don't want to call them bugs, but I think there are a few things that... you could trip up over. One of them is the wrap. So when you have loads of containers in a container, the wrap bit could, you know, trip you up. So I go over that and I go over a solution for how to get around that. That video won't come out until Friday though, because we had the new Flex Container video come out. Do you know what? It's really cold today. It's so cold. Like I'm freezing up here, and I've got this hoodie I put on. Hey Pickstar, hey everyone, hey Carapace. So the Flex Container video, I hope you guys have seen it. What do you think of it? Let me know. You know, I know some of you have already done comments, but I hope you've watched it. Well, it looks like it might snow tonight. We've gone from really warm weather. I know, yeah, and I saw that. And the video I did, I thought it was okay, but the one I've done now with a proper page layout, I think that's better, because now you're really going step by step by step. Yeah, it looks like it's going to snow tonight. And I tell you what, I am freezing in my room. The heating's off, but I am proper cold up here. I'm like, my fingers are hurting because it feels so cold. Apparently, according to the temperature, it feels like -2 outside, and it feels like that indoors as well. Unbelievable. So I'm going to be editing the video while I do the live chat today. Ah, Pickstar, I'm one of those, yeah, where like, hey Dave, thanks for that. Energy, mate, energy, you know, energy prices. It's cold, but I don't think it, I think once I warm up a little bit, what doesn't help is when you're feeling cold, right? And then you go and get an ice cold can. I've just opened this, an ice cold can. Okay, an ice cold can. But yeah, so we'll be editing in a moment. Video. Just got to quickly run through some emails that have come in. Got to get ready for the Atarim. Hey, do you know about the Atarim Web Summit event at the end of April? Go and sign up for it. Atarim Web Summit. I'll be presenting there. Oh, okay, cool. So Template Monster, right, are still contacting me, by the way, everyone. They want us to like do videos where we review their templates and talk about how good they are. Yes, I'll be presenting, Peter. Yeah, I'll be doing one of the webinars or whatever they call things there. And Template Monster are still saying they will pay the equivalent of £35, 35 British pounds, for me to register, download template, look into it, play around with it, talk about the features, recording the videos, you know, editing, uploading, and I'm like, I can't be bothered. That is not worth my time. I'm really sorry, but that 35 British pounds is the equivalent of maybe, I don't know, 20-25 minutes consulting time. Well, they must be desperate if they want me to come on, right? The third time. They've come back again today. Look, here's what they've written. Have you managed to register a free tariff for our subscription? I'm ready for you to access premium products now. The benefit to this is I would get access to premium products. right? However, hey Jane, hey Janice. However, I can't. I would then be inclined to have to do a video for them. I can't be bothered. So yeah, I'll be editing a video very shortly. Let me just get my programs open. There's large chunks of this video I recorded where I'm actually silent in the video. Just got to check. Just noticed someone walking around. Is he posting something or is he just knocking on doors? Oh, he's posting stuff. Anyway, so, I mean, Flex containers seems to be the topic at the moment. Not the popular topic, but it's one of the most common topics that seems to be cropping up at the moment. And I would say for anyone that hasn't yet had a go at doing it, I would say let me get my words out. I recommend you do go and have a look at it and play around with it, because you can get yourself a little bit mixed up with it, okay? In that you might think it's really simple and easy, and then something happens that throws you off a little bit. And I would say whenever you have a moment to play around with Flex containers or containers, do it. Because you've got to get used to going from section, column, maybe an inner section, to now having parent container, child container, inbred container. Well, it's out now, Caripos. Technically it's out now. The alpha still has a little few issues, right? However, it's there for you to start using. I mean, I would probably say wait until the final version is out for sure. But if you did want to start experimenting, you could go for it. So I will be editing a video today when I delete the media content for this silly video that I'm just doing right now. So I'm just going to set up here for the video. Good jink. And there we go. It's 1 hour and 59 minutes. But I bet 1 hour, 10 minutes of that is crap that I can delete out. I've not used a Jetrix plugin. Not used it. Never used it, in fact. So I won't even pretend to have used it. But to be honest, yeah, is that if you're using another plugin to do Flexbox and it now comes as Hey Stacy and it now comes as part of Elementor, I would say lose the plugin. Jetpack, Jetrix, Jets always have a bit of No, Peter. 4 minutes. That's my intro. My intro is 4 minutes. No, my intro's not that long. Yeah, I mean, I would just say though, rather than having like another plugin maybe, which, you know, all it takes is Elementor updates and Jet's not updated and then they're out of sync. It could, you know, it could throw a wobbly. Let me just do my phone. There we go. So I can just start editing. Boom. Oh yeah, Pickstar, that email you just sent, I am aware of that one actually. I never used to use that much. I'm aware of that, and I never used to use that because you get so hung up with doing section and columns, don't you, in Elementor sometimes? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, a lot of the other than the navigation menu, which was an optimization issue, other than that, A lot of the instability with the Elementor updates have actually been more to do with other plugins. So again, the less add-ons you have, the more robust it can be. So Jimmy, what do you think will be the next big feature? Oh, it's got to be Mega Menu. The Mega Menu is, I think, the next big feature. Hey, Jason, Mega Menus, which you can do already, but to have it straight out the bat as a feature will be a big, big thing, I think. You know, because you have to do quite a bit of code and methodology to make it work. And you got these plugins that have it already, but they're not the greatest Mega Menus, are they? You know, like essential add-ons and all of that. Or what? Not essential add-ons, what was it called? Plus add-ons. They're not the greatest. But Mega Menu... Oh, really, Jans? Oh, wow. Exactly, Pixstar. Yeah, Mega Menu. It's got to be something where you don't need to do code. You don't need any extra plugin. It's just in there and it's a lovely, you know, just amazing. I'll let you into a secret. They've been working on it since last year. Since March last year. It's been... I don't know what's holding them back, but I would like to think they are closer than they've been before, because I would really love to see that. And I'm not the only one. You know, I think loads of people would love to have the Mega Menu, right? It's just a bit of music at the end there of those videos. There are large chunks of this video I'm editing right now where there is silence, because I'm sat there going, how do I do this? How do I do this? Test this, test that. And I was going in circles. Yeah, Mega Menu plugins, and which is why Pixstar, when I do it, we've got a video on how to do it. If anyone's never seen it, of how to do it within Elementor with just some CSS code. If you're not making... Whoop, here we go. So Mega Menu with no plugin. Here you go. There's the video for that. Dynamic loops, yeah. But I think that is... So you remember Ben, Ben Pines, who used to work for Elementor. I had a chat with him about it as well, and he agreed it's something they've got to get out the door as soon as possible. But that was a year ago, because I did say Mega Menu, because I had to do one for a client the same week I spoke to Ben. And it was a hassle to do, and you have to work it out, and every time you change it, you've got to do this and do that, and it's a bit fiddly. And I said, we really need a solution. And loads of people said to me, oh, plus add-ons. And I was like, hold on. That same month, plus add-ons had a vulnerability where you were able to hack into a website through it. And I was like, I don't really want to start using plugins for that. Okay, right, Pixstar. That is also something. I have already said to some Elementor people, we need to make blogs, or the way we show our archives and all of that, a lot more versatile, with freedom to do stuff, because you're limited to do only so much with the blogs and the post archive. It's frustrating. It is so frustrating. And I want to have the flexibility to, you know, just have whatever layout you want. You want the image and the wording over here, you can do that. The cards and the... Oh, what's it called? Not the full content. The cards and the other one you get. They're quite boring, aren't they? You know, and even like sometimes you have to use another plugin just because you want the zoom in effect when you hover over the blog image in the post archive. And I feel like these are things that should be straight out the bag. You shouldn't have to go elsewhere or have to write up some tons of code to rearrange the layout. So that's my bugbear as well. Mega menus, and definitely the blog, the post archive. You know, So many websites I go to, or when we're working with a client, they've got Elementor custom skin, which sometimes causes a problem with their website in the speed. Or sometimes they get 20 posts and 2 of the posts are not following what they've set, and it makes no sense. Why not? Because it should be set for all. So Elementor custom skin isn't perfect, but it needs to be out the bag. Good to see you too, Inderpreet. How are you? Hey, that was a bit of a soft intro. Hey. So let's just sort the sound quality of this out. Bass boost. We get a bit of bass boost into there. Hey, we're going to do a full page. Hey, we're going to do a full page. Sorry, this is just me editing the video. And I'm going to do... Hey, has anyone watched Moon Knight yet? Yeah, Tony, that video's coming out on Friday. Tony, that video is out on Friday. I'm editing it now. So that video, Tony, a full page one. Okay, I'm editing it now. Look, you can see it here. Look, I'm editing it. I'm doing it all. I'm building it all here. So I've got to edit it, okay? And then it will come out on Friday. So I'm doing a page. What happened to your headphones? Ah, they're here. Sometimes, right, I just play the sound. You know, because all I'm looking for is the bits where there's a sound drop or where I said something and I'm like, I can't say it, but I'm like, oh, you know, and I'm swearing at the screen because I did it wrong or I had to redo something. But yeah, it will be out. It will be out in. I can tell you when it will be out. It will be out in 36 hours. I'll edit it today. I'll upload it today, but I won't release it until Friday because I just got a Flex Container one, the one you just watched, come out today. So I need to give that a bit of time to that makes no sense. I don't get what's going on here. Oh no, don't worry. I edit all that out. You don't see that bit. That all goes. I'm not leaving that in for sure. I'd love to leave it in, but I think some people would have something to say about that. You know. I'm sure some people would have something to say about that. Hey Gigi, thanks for that. That video though, so that video, Gigi, that's like an intro. The proper one comes out on Friday, okay? You know, where I go into a proper page with all the like logo and all of that, building your header. Yeah, basically doing all that. So you know when you say the Zoom video, so you know when you say the call to action widget, the way you use it here, nice way to set the here is it. The Zoom video? Do you mean the replay, Peter, from Tuesday? Is the call to action widget the way you use it here? Well, you'll have to explain, Peter. I'm a bit confused by that. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You mean the call to... Yeah, no, sorry. When you said Zoom, I thought you meant the Zoom video from Tuesday. I was going, huh? There was no call to action there. Yeah, um... You could do, but then I have another video I did for Ken Burns for how you can apply a Ken Burns effect to your background as well. So that might be better. That might be better. So yeah, the call to action widget for your image zoom is fine, but if you were gonna do it for like for your hero banner, you're probably looking at another video we did about 2-3 weeks ago. Do a search for Ken Burns. When you go to our channel, the video channel, do a search for Ken Burns. No, you don't. No. I mean, to be honest, Dave, I would say that if you still got sections and columns, even though, and by the way, the container does not become available unless you go to experiments and activate it. So you can update to 3.6.1. It's not until you activate it. And even if you've got section columns and you've got the new container, you can still use the section column. You could copy and paste or duplicate a section and use it on a brand new page. So you can still get away with it, okay? But what I will say, Dave, and this is the honest truth, okay? Whenever you get a moment to just sit and play with it, it sinks in and then you get it. You will get it, but you got to play around with it. But the video on Friday will answer all your questions. Yeah, what Carapos is saying. The main issue for me, hey Charlie, the main issue for me was you get so institutionalized into section and columns and intersections when you use an intersection. Now it's parent container, child container, inbred container. Basically, it's container, like that. But you get a lot of flexibility, I have to say. There's quite a lot you can do with it. But the great thing is if you've got a website you built 2 years ago and the client's website updates to Elementor 3.6789, whatever version we end up with, their website can still stay using section columns. So you're not completely like, you don't have to worry about your website exploding in your face. I'm going to put my headphones in because I definitely have to listen to what I've said here, because I'm sure there's a moment where I swear and I've got to catch it. Yeah, definitely. Flexbox has got a lot less going on in it. And for that reason, it's just less code. It's meant to be faster. I haven't tested page speed massively yet with it. Tony. GoDaddy. Do you know why they're called GoDaddy? Because every time they muck up, you will go screaming for daddy. All right? You're going to go, daddy, sort it out. GoDaddy is... They have some of the worst up rates that I have. When I'm working on a couple of client websites where they're with GoDaddy, and it is a pain in the butt. Like just with the speed, with when I hit update and it spins, sometimes it says the website can't be found. It is absolutely annoying, right? You know, it's like, oh man, it's just like, and I would say if you've got an opportunity to leave GoDaddy and go elsewhere, do it. Yeah, that's it, Dave. Server error. When I said website down, it's a server error. And it is so annoying. So annoying. Especially when you're working on a page, right? You then hit publish and it goes server error. And I kid you not, I've only lost 10 minutes work, so it's not the end of the world. But you go, what? My internet's fine. Every other website's fine. And then their server goes down. And it's just not worth it. So countdown timer options in the here's where you could maybe apply some CSS to change the style, okay? Or if you want other options, then there's other plugins out there and stuff, but I would say installing a plugin just to do a countdown timer, I think I would say how important is this additional bit of the plugin or whatever the countdown timer, how pivotal is it to your website? How important is it? Massively important? Get another plugin. Or just mess around and do a bit of CSS. Either you do it, get someone else to help you, or Site Origins CSS, which is free. Site Origins CSS, it's free. You load up the countdown timer with Elementor. You go to that plugin, it's free, and then you mess around with the look of it and it writes the CSS code for you. And then you then get rid of the plugin and then you've got the code and you can stick it in to modify the CSS. But what GoDaddy are really bad at is if you create a staging site, and that staging site after 1 month is still there, GoDaddy remove the SSL certificate from the staging site, which then means that your staging site, when you go into it, starts to error out, not secure images, conflicts here with the image and stuff, and you go, what? So you go back to GoDaddy, they go, oh yeah, because it's been more than a month. And you're like, what the heck is your problem? I don't care if it's 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever. For whatever reason, okay, the staging site for the client's website, it is still a staging site. Sort out the certificate. They sorted it out pretty quick, but hold on. Who gave them the right to remove the certificate after a month? It's not like it's a sell-by date. Oh, it's been a month. Ugh, we need to get rid of that certificate because we've only got so many to share out. Boy, did I have a go at them. I was like, that's just right. You could have totally have wrecked the website. You know, there could have been so many other problems. GoDaddy, like I said, you know. I mean, it's quite a clever name, isn't it, for a company, GoDaddy? It sounds like, hey, we're your daddy. Who's your daddy? I'm your daddy. You're not my daddy, that's for sure. Aishman, I wouldn't schedule them. I would not schedule updates because where's the threshold for when it's okay to update? On the day after, a week later. What you should do, in my opinion, is when an update comes out, wait a week, I would recommend, and just see what the fallout is. And then you make an assessment over, do you want to update or not? But I wouldn't schedule it in. It's like WordPress. I never schedule. You know, in WordPress update 5.9, 5.9.1, 5.9.2, I don't update for about 2 weeks. Why 2 weeks? Because by that point in time, Elementor will have updated and plugins will have updated. If you just do WordPress don't check with anyone. They just do it when they want. So your plugins, your features, so much of what you have is going to break. It's not worth it. Some plugins I update without thinking. Auto. Rank Math, auto. WP Social Ninja, if I use it, auto. WooCommerce, auto. Auto-optimized, WP Fastest Cache, auto-enabled. But Elementor Pro, and WordPress generally, never ever do I let the host provider automatically update. So I've disabled that on SiteGround. Do not update. And Elementor Free and Elementor Pro, they will be updated when I say they will be updated. Or if you are going to schedule it, make sure you have 2 things in place. One of them is a backup, and the other thing is conscious mind over the impact of if the website went down. So number 1 is a backup. Number 2 is a conscious mind. So let's say your website went down for a day, 6 hours, 2 hours, overnight, whatever. What does that cost you? So if you have a business where you're selling products and people are actively going to your website, like 2,000 visitors a day, 1,000 visitors a day, or whatever, what impact is that on your business when people go in and they can't do what they want to do? What's the impact? Yeah, watch out. I mean, assess the risk before you ever do like automatic updates. Hey, Mahboob. Yeah, we're doing okay, Mahboob. How are you? Okay, so plugin for security. So the 2 I would recommend are all-in-one. So I'll just quickly check something here. All-in-one WP security is free. All-in-one WP security is free. That's a good one. And of course, WordFence. So many people use that. The problem with WordFence, and Charlie will probably tell you this, the problem with WordFence is that when you try to do page speed insights, WordFence blocks it, so page speed insights doesn't work. So you got to go to Google Chrome and do a light speed check, which is fine. Lighthouse check, whatever it is. That is fine, but WordFence is good, but I would say that all-in-one WP security is one of my favorites at the moment. Yeah, all-in-one WP security, that one. I need to do a video on it as well, by the way. I haven't done a video on it ever. I need to do that. So Charlie, I'm trying to put together a few pop-ups. When I duplicate pop-up, it makes it as a page. Ah, Charlie, yes. Charlie. When you duplicate a pop-up, that is what it does, which is a pain in the ass. So here's what you got to do. Okay? You can either go to your pop-up and export it as a template and then open a new pop-up and then import it. Or the other easy way is you just do what Pigsty said, and that's what I do. You create a new pop-up, you got your old one here and your new one. You open the new one and you copy what was here over there. Now, of course, if there were any settings or display conditions and triggers, you got to replicate all of that. However, it's not that bad. It doesn't take that long. You know, you have both of them open in a window and you go through to make sure the settings are right and whatever. Excellent, Tony. SiteGround. The customer service on SiteGround is amazing. All right, I keep saying that. It is amazing. Really, really good. Worth their weight in gold. Yep. Let me get that video. Here you go. Right, here you go. So, Inda, you need to watch that video. So Charlie, that's what you want to do, okay? Yeah, cool. Got it. Because I that used to irritate me a lot as well. You hit duplicate and it converts it to a page, and then you're going, well, and you try and convert it to a pop-up and it's just not happening, and you sort of go, what have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? It's a pain, but to be honest, you won't have it'll probably take you like 2 minutes to just redo any of the particular settings, because you're just replicating what you got there and it'll be fine. I tell you what, it is getting colder, and you can... My car window out there is already starting to go quite white. Right, okay, back on to editing this video. Do you like the logo? So this website, do you like the logo I created for this example website for where I'm showing Flex Container? It's called app.ly. App.ly. Oh, wow. Really? You're getting the sun? App.ly. And it's a nice black apple as well. I just found a picture of a black apple. Oh, yeah, we'll use that. Don't say that, guys. Now that you've said there's an app, like, let me just check now. Is there actually an app? No, there isn't. There isn't. But because this is just like a test example, whatever. It's not even their layout. It's just whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not a real website, everyone. Don't start registering this as a company. All right? Don't scare me. Take care, Dave. Good to have you here. Go get your hair cut. To be honest, Jason, I've used WP Fastest Cache, and I know the setting is not enabled, but I have not had, or I've not noticed any problems with mobile caching, if I'm going to be really, really honest, okay? I mean, I got auto-optimize as well, which, you know, but I have not had an issue with the mobile caching. Hey, George, you're so late. No, you're not late. You're not late. You can come and go when you want, George. Come and go when you want. Keep editing. Take care, Dave. Take care, Tony. Good luck with the SiteGround or GoDaddy or what you do there. Oh, man. I just replied to loads of comments. Now I've got 7 more coming in. Hey Atlantis, how you doing? Good to see you back again. Hope you're okay. Cheers, Jason. Glad to know you're there. You're finding use for them. It's you know, when you get used to it, Mahbub, it's there's more you can do with it, right? You know, in terms of layout and positioning and things, it starts to there's more stuff you can do, basically. Yeah, I'm just going to start editing a video. I've still got like 1 hour 53 minutes of editing to do on it. But I've just got to quickly stop and check some of the questions that have come through on Facebook. How's your weekend, Atlantis? Or how have you been for the most of this start of this week? How you doing? How's it been? I didn't mean weekend, I meant this week. Packing set. Oh yes, because you're moving, aren't you? You're moving down to Australia. No, hold on. Did I get that wrong? No, yeah, you're going to Australia, aren't you? Did I get that wrong? Or was it Australia? Has anyone watched Moon Knight yet? The new Disney show. Has anyone watched it yet? I'm going to watch that later on this evening. Has anyone seen it? Italy, that was it. Sorry, not Australia. Italy, that's right. Has anyone seen Moon Knight yet? Was it good? Yeah, I'm hoping to watch it tonight, this evening. Yeah, don't worry, Atlantis. We'll probably still be here. I'll be honest. I mean, when it comes to watching TV shows and whatever, normally between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. is my 2 hour slot where I 2.5 whatever 3 hour slots say max, where I can either get a movie in or catch up on TV shows. You know, so at the moment the shows I've caught up on are obviously The Walking Dead, which is the last 3 seasons of Walking Dead have been tragic, and it's just getting worse and worse for me. Like you know, but I really want to see how it ends because it's the final season. Killing Eve, caught up on that. Picard, not a bad show that Picard. If you've never watched it before, we're on season 2 now. Obviously, looking forward to the Stranger Things coming back on. What else are we watching at the moment? Obviously, there's a new Moon Knight show. And I think that's it. They're the main ones I'm watching at the moment. So Moon Knight, I'll be watching that. Killing Eve. Picard. What else did I mention? I forgot what I said now right at the start. What was the other show I said? Picard, Killing Eve. Fat J. Yeah, I mean, I've heard lots of good stuff about Moon Knight, so I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it delivers. What's the other show I said? I said Picard, Killing Eve. What else is there? There's something else I'm caught up on and I'm watching. I can't remember now. How bad is that? I can't remember what shows I'm watching. Oh no, yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not as good. It's just it's one of those watchable shows. It's one of those ones where I don't mind watching it. Hey Raul, how you doing? So I'm just in the process of editing a video at the moment. Atlantis. I'm getting into a pattern now where I tend to do midday because I'm finding the midday time works better for if you're based in America. If I do it too early, then it's way too early. So I'm trying to find the best time. I don't like doing them too late in the day because then my son's home and I got to look after him as well. So midday for us for me in the UK works, and that's kind of roughly the best time at the moment. We might even change the name of these live chats and make them into like an event thing. So like, so that you can always look out for it and attend it. I think Elementor 4, I've got a feeling Elementor 4 will be the full-blown Flex container launch. I think that's what will happen. I think Elementor 4 will be that. Maybe the mega menu, maybe. But I think Elementor 4 will be the Flex container, the big launch, because to just launch it as a 3.6 step change, I think doesn't stress the importance or the big psychological change in terms of how you're building when working with Elementor will be. So I think Elementor 4 will be the final boom for the Flex containers. But yeah, mega menu, I think, like we said earlier, being able to do a lot more with your blog archive so you're not using Elementor custom skin. Well, 3.6, yeah, but at the moment with 3.6, it's just alpha. It's just an alpha testing. We've had the beta testing on Flex Container for ages, like ages and ages. And the 3.6 is alpha testing, so there's still a few bugs with it. And I think if they do the big launch, because we're not just talking about like a little extra widget or they fixed something. This is a seismic shift, isn't it? In terms of like, I mean, the other thing you got to think about all the videos I've made and other people have made. Think about all these videos that section, column, section, column, section, column. Now it's container, 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 container. I mean, if you own a shop where you sell containers, your hit rate right now for your shop is going to be boom. So right now, change all of the keywords on your websites to have container. You'll get massive hit rates. In fact, change your website right now to be called Flex Container. The amount of people that will visit will be unstoppable. You will destroy the GoDaddy server when you have 10 million people hit your website. Your bounce rate will be quite high as well if your website's nothing to do with Flex Container, so don't do that. Hey, Gary. By the way, Gary, thanks for your email you sent, yeah? I was actually in the process of creating my Flex sheets. So there was a couple of things on there. I was like, yeah, I forgot to talk about that. So that's going to prompt me to do that. But I'm in the process of creating my own little Flex prompts. But thank you very much for sending that through. Okay, Jason. Yeah, I mean, it's the great thing is because we have such a worldwide audience, the time of day is never perfect, is it? Like right now, it's midnight in Australia. And I know there are people who sometimes watch stuff or whatever. Yeah. Right, I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm just gonna go grab something to just munch on as well while I'm here. But I'll be back in two to 3 minutes. Just gotta go check on my cat as well. Check he's all right. And I'll be back. Okay, don't go anywhere. Keep talking. Share ideas. But remember, a video came out today about Flex containers. Go watch it if you haven't seen it already. I'm probably the only person in Tesco that buys all these char grilled chicken pieces. They come in 5-packs. So you buy a pack and you get 5 of them. You can do anything you want. Anything you want, Atlantis. It's all okay. I've not used that one, ACF image gallery. Just gotta get this wire around something like that. Yeah, if there's any videos you'd like to see on our channel, do let me know. I mean, obviously, if it's covering a topic or something that's going to take too long for me to research or do, I probably won't have time to do it. But if it's something that we could do or cover off, you know, maybe it's about business or just websites or marketing, let us know. But of course, there are some things we won't cover off in a YouTube video because we kind of reserved them for more detailed explanations in our Mastery membership. Atlantis, coffee and break, sitting at my PC since 8 o'clock. Oh no, building a site for a web design agency. Hold on. Hold on, Atlantis. Hold on. You're building for a web design agency. But is that because they always outsource the work? That's probably what it is, isn't it? They don't ever do it themselves. They outsource it. Am I right? Am I right? So are you building for an agency because they... Yeah, okay, they always outsource. Okay. That makes sense, because if you told me they don't and they build websites but they're getting you to build it, I'd be a little bit worried. Outsource, cool, makes sense. I'm glad my brain clicked into gear then. Can you imagine if, like, there was a company that said, hey, we help you to make cakes. And then when you sign up and go to them, they then teach you how to go into a shop and buy a cake. So they outsource it to the shop. Edit these videos. Come on, what's going on here? Sometimes iMovie can be a bit... There's always like a bit of a delay. Come on, hurry up. There we go. iMovie comes with the Mac. It's always free. It's always free. It's part of it. In fact, for anyone who's using Windows, did you know that Windows 11 now? Do you remember the old Movie Maker? Well, it's kind of been relaunched but in a much better way for the Windows. So Mark, how I recommend you use HitFilm Express, you may want to consider this instead. What's it called again? Oh, damn it. What's it called? I just need to find it again. The name of it. It's just here. Yeah, Atlantis, have you seen our mega menu? Have you seen our mega menu video thingy midgy? Have you seen our mega menu video? Here, so Mark, you might want to see this, by the way. So Windows 11 movie editor, which is free. Okay, you might want to see this one. Okay, so I use a Mac, so I got iMovie, but that I think loads of people are going to be so glad. Oh, you've not seen our mega menu video? Oh, hold on. So it's done with basically. It's done with no plugin. It's just done with code, and you basically have the full-blown power of Elementor. You know, basically. There you go. Look, mega menu. Dun 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 dun. All right, go and look at that. Yeah, Mark, definitely. It's like the old Windows Movie Maker, which was quite easy. This is so much more, and you can export to 1080p. But I think you've got to have a Windows 11 machine. So if you've got a Windows 11 on your laptop, you'll be all right. Because for ages, Windows removed the Movie Maker, which made no sense why they did that. But yeah, so it's now back in fashion for the Windows, and it's free, you know, and it works. Yep, and this solution that I've got the video on Mega Menu just sorts that all out. DaVinci Resolve is complicated. I've tried DaVinci. I've even tried, what's the other one? Not DaVinci. There's something else, but I found them too complicated. So, Stephen, Romania, when you say which website are you talking about? You said 77.is. Is that the website address, 77.is? Yeah, so that link I've just done there for Windows 11 Movie Editor, that's now come out now for the Windows by Microsoft, which totally updates and replaces the Movie Maker. So for those of you that use Windows machines, it's now back in fashion. What do you mean by 77.is? Should I be worried about going there? Yeah, I mean, I prefer iMovie just because I use the Mac, you know, so I have my favorites. Yeah, Stephen, that I'm not sure what link you want us to look at there because you can't post links into YouTube chats. No, you can't post links, Stephen. You can't in YouTube chat. It won't allow you. So what you've got to do is you've got to email me the link here. So you got to email me the link because it won't allow you to. The link doesn't work on YouTube chat. Only I can add links. Users can't. So send me the link there. Yeah, After Effects. You got to have if your processing power on the computer is not high. Yeah, take care, Mahbub. If your processing power is not high, it does hurt you. That was a great coffee. Keep you going for a few hours. I opened this an hour ago and it's nearly empty now. I need another one. And I've only edited 7 minutes and I've still got 1 hour 49 minutes to edit. It takes time. Hey Soom, how you doing? High five. Because the bottle, so in the UK, I can get 24 cans, right? 24 cans for £8. The bottle is about £1 each. So when you work out the mathematics of it, 24 cans for £8, or I can get the bottle, which is 500ml or 600ml, whatever it is going to be about £1 per bottle. So for the price of 8 bottles, so the price of 24 cans works out at being 50% more than if I bought the bottles, when you work out the mathematics of it. So it works out better. It's all about mathematics. All about mathematics. When I'm in a shop, I'm there in the shop looking at the product and working out the Pythagoras theorem for what angle I need to do to bypass people to get to that product. Trigonometry, my friend, trigonometry. It all comes in handy. With my set square and my compass. I mean, yeah, I'm a bit surprised it's for, I don't know, maybe it works on Windows 10. I don't know. I don't know. Seems to say it needs Windows 11. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, it's like, look, you know, I did it this morning. So after dropping my son at school, quickly nipped into the shop and bought a new pack of 24 cans. Shoved them in the fridge. What, for the trigonometry, Peter, are you talking about? Or you know, basically you hold up your phone and it works out what you need to do to bypass people to get to the shelf. So Canva for video, it says Stacy, Canva for video editing is okay. I have seen problems for it though. Sometimes if it's a short video, it's cool, brilliant. If it's a longish video, more than 5 minutes, sometimes Canva messes up when you come to export it or share it, save it. Quality gets affected, or there's a bit of a stutter moment. I've noticed that. So I think Canva is great if your video is under 5 minutes. Anything over that, bit risky. And what I sometimes do is so I might record a video like I'm doing now, editing, and then I'll go to Canva, do a green screen in Canva, put some words on, and then you add the green screen onto your video, like iMovie, and then you can hide the green screen so you get your animated words flying. But yeah, HitFilm Express, that's the one I used to use before I got the MacBook. HitFilm Express is okay. It's not the greatest, but it is pretty good. But now Zoom, and I just posted a link, you have to scroll up to see it. Windows 11 have now brought out the old Movie Maker, but it's much more upgraded and updated. And I think you're better off using that than HitFilm Express, because HitFilm Express can be a bit buggy. Aha, Peter, that's pretty cool, that shopping list in the app. But yeah, Zoom, scroll up and you'll see a link to a Windows 11 Movie Maker now. Wow, Atlantis. You know, me and tap water, I cannot get the fun out of using tap water. I don't get any enjoyment. Right, back to editing this. Yeah, do you know what? There was I did watch a video once where people were using, like, you know, when they do when they're editing their movies and you add the keynote bit with your words flying in or animations. Haven't really tried it, Catherine. And good to see you here as well, Catherine. Oh, definitely. I mean, iMovie isn't totally bug-free either. Sometimes it just crashes on you for no good reason. Sometimes. Mountain Dew. Okay, so your question again, Romania, because I've now got it, is your question was, how can I create the background effect? It could be images. They could be images. Could be. It just looks to me like images, Stephen. You know, like in your section. So what you could do, you see, you could have like, so in your section, you could have an image of, let's say, a person as your background image. Then you might have a background overlay. So the overlay is now that orange line effect, right? So you just have to add that in. I mean, of course, though, the way, because look, if you look at it, right, as they move up and down, there's overlap going on there, yeah? So it looks to me like, yeah, you got to play around with it. You got to do a background image and a background overlay. Yeah, sure, Atlantis. I mean, of course, what I will say is, if you email it over, right, the link, and you don't have to do it now, whenever you're ready to do it, let me know in the email if you want me to do it privately. And by the way, I will only do the homepage. I have to be honest, if we do a full site, we charge for that. So I'll quickly do that. I'll look at your homepage. And let me know if you want me to do that privately, so I just email you back, or do you want us to do it live on the screen over here? Do you want us to do it live? So let us know, okay? And whenever you're ready, just send it over. But we only do the homepage. I hope that's okay. Sometimes, right, when you have a very long video and you're editing it, it is painful. Cheers, Atlantis. I'll just quickly shut my email down and go back in. Okay, so I'm going to just open it live and we'll have a look at it. We will have a look at it. Let's have a look at it. Right. So I'm going to open your website. I'm going to bring it in over here. There we go. Got it. I'm just going to shrink it a bit so you can see it properly on the screen, okay? Because there's a little bit of it's being hidden at the bottom there. There we go. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to so Atlantis, just give me a yes if you're watching. Just give me a yes if you're watching. No problems, Mel. I got another one coming out on Friday where I'm editing it at the moment where it's a full page using flex containers. All right, that's coming out on Friday. So I go over the header, hero banner, not hero, yeah, kind of like a hero banner, and other bits on the page. Just let me know you're watching, Atlantis. Yeah, you are cool. Right, so this is Atlantis's website. I'm not going to go through every page. I'm just doing the home page. So let's just see the animation again as it loads up. It's quite nice, that actually. It's quite a nice little animation with it scrolling up. It's quite nice, especially with the phone. I quite like that, and there's a bit of transparency, which I think is nice, so you can still see the wording. We got a logo. That's a nice logo as well. It's a lovely, nice logo, especially with the favicon as well. So that pop-up, I don't know if it's me. It just stutters a little bit as it comes up. Can anyone else see that? So as it comes up, it's almost, if that could be made just a little bit quicker, I think, so it scrolls up a bit better. That's quite nice. I mean, some might say that is small. I quite like it. It kind of starts to fit in with the theme of, I think, where you're going with, like, it almost feels like what's the word? Oh, there's a word for it. There's a word for these types of designs. I can't remember the word. But yeah, I like this. That's good. Yeah, ease in, ease out. I like this. I like this little bit of movement. I like the background color. I like the little curved, that whole curved circle effect going on there. I like that. I think this is really good. Some might say you could do with something else being here, but then again, it works. Hey, Dave, you had your hair cut. I like this with the images. I do like that, and I think this is a nice way of just showing off how do websites look when you've built them on a mobile. Very important. These days people want to know that does it look good on the mobile. I think this is quite good. I think that's good. I mean, what I would say though is, oh, okay, yeah, I've just noticed you got your menu down here as well. So you got it there, but you've also got it there as well, and that's quite nice. That's quite nice, I have to say. Yeah, Dave, I'm really cold. You're cold too. Dave and me are cold. I do like. My only thing is here. When I get to this bit here at Atlantis. Because I've forgotten your name now, but it's Atlantis I'm going to call you. This feels really empty. And I know what you're doing, but there's something about just how empty that feels. And I'm wondering if... yeah, I will do mobile in a moment. I will go to the mobile in a bit. I'm just wondering if this needs to be lifted up a little bit. I don't know, it's just me, the way I'm feeling. I feel like it's a bit just... There's this big emptiness going on there. Oh, George, every time you say Visual Composer, I feel like puking. Stop saying those words. It's like swearing on my chat whenever he puts the word Visual Composer. Tailored, e-commerce, responsive. This is nice. I love the font style. What is the font you used, Atlantis? Care to share? What is the font? That's nice. You see the space you've got here? This works better. This space I can get away with. I can kind of accept a bit. It's just that space there is just way too much. It just feels too expansive. It's like something's meant to go there, but you haven't added it in. Maybe there is. Maybe you've got more mobiles, phones to show off. And images, which I get. But that one I get. This is nice. I have to say, this is quite... I mean, look at this. This is a lovely way of presenting. Right? The whole phone, the image there. That is a voyage. Voyage. Or voyage. I like this effect you've done here. I really think that whole popping out with the 3D effect is real, and that is so clean. That is so clean. See this here, even here, right? There's a space, but then this image is appearing quite quick, so you can get away with it there. Do you know what? There's a lot of personality coming out in here. I think that bit there at the top, this bit here, this whole bit here with the image appearing, I think I like that. There is an overlap here, but that's forgivable. That's negligible. I think this whole here, this is nice as well. The whole scale in, scale out, whichever one it is. The whole scale effect. Okay, right, okay. So I was about to mention the blank again, but then this appeared. Oh, this is nice. Is this with the testimonial carousel or the slider? Probably the testimonial carousel. Might have been the slider, in fact. In fact, it is the slider, isn't it? No, I don't know. Is it the slider or the testimonial carousel? Which one have you used? Now, for anyone out there that said, oh, how do I present my portfolio? This is really good, right? Isn't this good? Don't you just love this? Isn't that nice? Hey, what do you think? Anyone out there? I like that. I really like that. I love the variety. Get in touch. Let's work together. This is really nice. In fact, is this a one-page website? It is a one-page website, isn't it? It is a one-page. Oh no, there is another page, so I've just gone to another page now. I'm not going to go to every. I will only do the home page, but I'll tell you what. Let's jump in to see what this is like. Responsinator.com. Let's see what this is like on the mobile. Really nice. Really nice, Atlantis. Oops, it's not working. Now, for whatever reason, it's not letting me go to your website. Maybe it's because it needs the HTTP. No, normally it has the HTTP in. Wonder why it's not going. It's not letting me go to see your website. However, I have got an app that I can use as well. Let me just open it. Oh, I haven't got it anymore. Damn. I don't think I still have responsively. Do I still have response? Yes, I do. Right, let me just open this app. And I'm going to view your website. Hold on. I'll be doing it in a moment, okay? Oh, hold on. I've just realised I didn't type the address in, did I? That's why. Oh, no, it still doesn't work. Am I on Monterey? Am I on Monterey? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm on Monterey. M1, 16 gigabytes. Don't worry, I'm just going to use this other app responsively. Where is it? Where's my responsively app gone? Let me just open this app. Why is it not opening? In it, 48. It's actually 49 inch. I don't know why it says that. Hold on, something's not right with my screen. Why is it not showing it? Hold on, I'm just going to open it on another Google Chrome over here. Just wait. F12. Right, okay, right. So we're over here now, right? So we can see it there on the... can you see it on the mobile? We're over here now. That worked so much smoother than on the desktop, Atlantis. Do you know, it didn't... The desktop had a bit of a stutter effect going on there. I mean, I have to say, we're missing that really amazing... You know, over here where you've got that... We seem to be missing that on over here. Not sure why, but we're missing that at the moment. Oh, okay, the space. Oh, you've just done it. I'm going to hit return now. Yeah, there you go. Look, the difference that... I mean, it is still quite empty there. However, we're not waiting as long to hit it. It does make a difference, right? I wouldn't mind seeing the word Atlantis still over here because it's kind of missing at the moment, Atlantis. But I am using Chrome at the moment. So the Chrome might not show the wording. Oh no, there it is. There's the Atlantis. I'm not sure if the Google Chrome is showing it properly, if I'm honest. And I would have preferred to have seen it on responsively. So I'm just going to take it again and try responsively again. Responsinator. Sorry, not responsively. I'm not sure why it refuses to connect, which is a bit weird. It might just be... not sure why it's doing that. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that. It might be an optimization plugin or something. Oops. That is all I'm going to do on it at the moment. But I think that was a really, really nice website. I was impressed by that a lot. And I love the presentation you did on it. It's like it has that's the word, boutique. it has that boutique web design feel. You know, the boutique feel, they call it, don't they? It has that. It's really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, George, video coming out on Friday. I'm editing that video now. Like, right now. I'm editing right now. There's a new one-page tutorial coming out. A one-page tutorial. Yeah, one-page tutorial. In fact, I can tell you what that video looks like as well. No, I won't show you that video. It's coming out on Friday. Nice 0.5 second animation. Which animation do you mean, Zoom? Which animation do you mean? In fact, I can in fact, I'll do it here. I'll show you. So here it is. This is just me messing around, okay? So the layout isn't amazing or anything like that, okay? So don't sit there going, "Oh my god, it's ugly." All right? Because it's not meant, it's not, it's just a So here is the right, so you see this page here at the moment, okay? So this is the video I created, okay? So this is all using Flex containers, okay? So I'll show you. So the tutorial covers off how I made all of this, okay, and how you need to be aware of certain things when you're building. But that video will be coming out on Friday. That one's coming out on Friday. The video that played for a mistake for 0.5 seconds. Which video is that? I'm not sure which video you mean, Zoom, now. Oh, you mean this? You mean, this. You mean that. In fact, you know the latest video we did today? The one I released today about Flex containers. If you play that video and go to the last, I think it's 30 seconds. Go to the last 30 seconds. So what that now plays at the end, and I've used some music from the YouTube audio library, so it's royalty, commission free, all of that crap, copyright. So the Flex container video released today, go to the last 30 seconds and it kicks in, and it's got nice music too. I quite like the music. In fact, I've got it over here. I can play with you what the music's like on it. Here you go. I'll play the music. You might be able to hear it. Wait. You might hear it. You might not. Let me just try and see if you can hear it. So. Quite like that. And now I've lost my place in my video. What did I do that for? I've lost my place. Damn it. Where was I in that video? I think I was around the 9-minute mark. I think it was the 9-minute mark. Yeah, somewhere around here. There you go. It's around here. I lost where I was in the video. What am I doing? So Interpret. Yeah, that was made in Canva. Hey, go for it, George. Come on. You're nearly there with Elementor now. You're nearly there. Let me just edit this. Oh, come on, George, you got to come over. Do you suggest adding global font at start? Yes, I do. Or just do your header and your hero banner. By that point, you will have a very good idea of the fonts you're definitely going with and what sizes kind of work for you. Then make sure you've loaded them all up. Don't do the whole website and then come back to it as early on as possible. See you in Dupree. Yes. No, you do more than enough, George. And we're glad to have you. All right? Glad to have you. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes. Right, so just double checking some comments. Right, back to editing this rubbish video. Yeah, it looks like we might have snow tonight, Peter. Glad you fixed it, George. I don't think I'll hit 10,000 before my birthday soon. I'd love that, but I don't think it's happening. Do you think though, like, that's a very good point, Atlantis. Can you get done for copyright singing? No way. Copyright of singing. Well, so far, the bread production company from England, BBC, haven't come after me for singing the bread theme tune 2 or 3 weeks ago. Gotta get out, gotta get in, woohoo, all that. That's a good point, though. Can you be copyright? Can you breach copyright for singing? I don't think you can. I don't think you can because it's your own spin on it, isn't it? How can we check fonts in images? Yeah, what Pigstar's saying there. Oh dear. That would be a bad day, wouldn't it, if they start doing that? You just got to keep going soon. What you got to do is you just got to keep... You just got to keep at it. You know, you just got to keep at it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, George. It's got to be like an exact copy. So where it's like you call it a cover version or even just your take on it, I think you're okay. What font? The one for me is the Go Page. What's it called? Not Go Page. What's it called? What's it called? One of my favorite ones is where is it? Go Full Page. So Go Full Page is one of my favorites, and that's the one where you can do a full page screenshot. I really like that one. Come on, Zoom, quicken it up, speed up, speed up. I'm just gonna go grab another can of Pepsi Max because this is like dead. Right, it's practically empty. I'll be back in 1 minute. So yes, Zoom, you know, like yeah. You just gotta keep working on your web design and your agency and getting work. But then it's also about you got to kind of like just get out there, you know, social media, be brave, get across your personality, get across who you are. So I've seen some videos of like some presenters and I don't really get who they are or what they're about. I've been criticized for some people saying, oh, you joke around a lot, you do this or you do that, or you make funny voices or whatever, or you just go crazy. And I go, yeah, that's me. That's me. If I get really excited or passionate about something, there's no holding me back. So get across who you are. you know. And some people like it, some people don't. But those that like it, they will be there supporting you, you know, by watching your videos and stuff like that. I'll be back. Dark chocolate, 90% dark chocolate. So this is like very low in carbs, very, very low compared to normal chocolate anyway. But it's 90% cocoa. And I tell you what, it's one of those things that once you get used to it, it's okay. It's okay. It's rock hard because it's been at the back of the fridge. So it's rock hard. Yeah, exactly what Mark is saying. Nope. So, not all. We've had some. We've had interest. We've had people contact us, talk about more. We have had a few that are kind of like they've watched a video or whatever and then they get a bit interested. So the video can help a tiny bit. But what the social media does, it's keeping you continuously in the timeline. So let me give you an example, okay? Let me give you an example. Hey Chingy, hope you're okay. Let me give you an example. I am now going to talk... Right, so hold on, Indapre. I'm not sure. I haven't used what font, to be honest, Indapre. Pay for adverts helps you only so much. So let me give... Right, I'm going to go back to the social media thing that Mark is saying. So listen up on this analogy, because I love analogies, right? You like football and you have your favourite team, right? And that team has got 30 players. First team players, reserve players, whatever, right? You are not going to know the name of every player in that team. You'll know the good ones, the ones who are out playing week in, week out. You'll know some of the reserve, and there'll be some apprentices, whatever, that you won't know. You won't know them because they're not always out there. But every time that apprentice is out there, you start to recognize them. You start to remember them. And there will come a point in time when someone's going to need a player, or they're going to need someone, and they go, oh, that player, that person we saw, because they were out there. Whereas any player that's never played any first team or reserve team match, you ain't going to know about them. You won't know about them. So the social media, if you think of it like that, out there, you're out there. And if you, like a football player, if they are consistently fast, if they are consistently good at tackling, if they are consistently good at crossing, scoring, you remember them, right? You know, if every time this player who you hardly ever see, every time they bring them on, every now and again, they happen to score, you remember them. You start to remember what they're good at. So it's being out there. And when you're not out there consistently, you drop off the radar. You become like everybody else on your Twitter timeline or your Facebook or your LinkedIn, where every now and again they pop up again. But you know what? You're not that interested in them, because they're like the 90% of other people that just come on now and again. But the ones that are on every day, without you even realizing it, without you probably even chatting to them, you get to know them. All of a sudden, you knew that they were doing something today and they're doing something tomorrow. Tomorrow, they've now told you about what they did yesterday. So you almost get like a story journey of their life. Ooh, Mark's using the analogies as well now. And he's right, savings accounts. What you pay in, you get rewarded eventually. Or the bank gets robbed and then you're left with nothing. But you know, hopefully. Soon, I'm a Virgo, right? Born in September, I'm a Virgo. I am a proper perfectionist on stuff, right? I get really rattled if things aren't like how I want them to be. However, you have to let go, because if you try and make everything perfect with social media and everything, you spend too long on it. And we're juggling loads. You know, there's podcast, there's YouTube, there's live chats, there's sometimes webinars or stuff with Elementor, and there's all prep work and whatever. There's leads, referrals. We have our clients. We've got websites we're building as well. Got a son. I think I have a son. You know, getting Pepsi Max. There's all these things you got to juggle. And sometimes you got to accept that some things have got to be perfect. And some things, you can get away with it a little bit. You can get away with it. And you have to admit, most of the videos I do are not perfect. Look at the Flex Container one. I might stutter over my wording. I might have done something and then gone back on myself. As long as it's not a complete car crash, don't lose sleep over it, okay? That's exactly what Mark is saying. Done is better than perfect. I would rather record 6 videos this week than do one. So there's a guy called Justin from Primal Video. He's brilliant at doing reviews of technology and stuff. He's really good. Justin Primal Video. They only do 1 video a week because they spend a lot of time. Like, the video might only be 10 minutes long, but you can tell they spend a lot of time on the effects, the wording that comes flying in, the animation. They spend a lot of time. If I'm honest, do I really think a lot of people watching my videos are going to care? So let me give you an example. The Flex Container video we did today. Or even the WordPress plugins video I did a few days ago. Are you really going to care if I start to have like a screenshot fly in and stuff like that? Is it, you know, sometimes I feel like it's overkill. And I would rather get out timely, meaningful info to you than lose a week. I mean, come on, a whole week for one video? That's a lot of time, isn't it? Right. Remember, okay. Oh, I tell you what, that cocoa chocolate, it feels like someone's just slapped coffee into my mouth. I cannot drink coffee. Please go and watch this video on Publer. Just, right. Publer is free. Publer is free. However, I strongly recommend, if you can't do it now, do it later, right? But the Mastery membership, yeah, 90% cocoa. It's like, I feel like I need to go and brush my teeth, my neck, my gums, everything. In the Mastery membership, we are now starting to develop loads more stuff now around social media, right? We're not just talking Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, right? Loads of stuff. Strategies and ways to do it. Ah, but Dave. Yes, you can. Dave, you had your cards the other day. There's your social media post. Today, Dave, you got a new haircut. That's a social media post. You might think it isn't, but it shows you're human. So if I see your post yesterday about your business card, when I see one again about your haircut, then I might see one later about you working on your website. Oops, sorry, the camera's shaking. I just realised I've shaken the camera there. Then I might see one about you going to a bookstore. What book are you reading? Are you reading a book right now, Dave? Tell me what you're reading. What is the latest book you're working on? Don't say 50 Shades of Grey. Please don't say that. What book are you reading right now? Ooh, my power on my... I just realised... Hold on. This should be charging. Oh, sorry, I realised my MacBook, I'd turned the power off. It was on 4% just then. Everything would have shut down. What book are you reading? Okay, but do you... I mean, okay, by the way, it's okay not to. I don't have much time for reading these days. But are you... When you are reading one, share it. Let people know what you're reading. Kind of gives... There might be people out there that see your book cover or book you're reading and go, oh, I like that. Oh, yeah, I love doing that. Doesn't matter if you've never read them. Just whatever. Take a picture of the latest one you got. Because you're building a profile as websites for writers, book writers and stuff. But when you start to do that and you take a picture of a book, or you've gone into a library, or you've got the book opening on chapter 1, and you take a photo of chapter 1, the first page, interest builds. Because for those of you that do use Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, you know that when you scroll, you will stop at certain people. So tell me, are there certain people you stop to read? There'll be some you see, but you can't be bothered. Just scan it. Whatever. But there'll be some people, no matter what they post, you always stop to read what they've done. Because there's a little bit of interest. Because you've got to kind of know them literally through postings. Exactly, Dave. And here's why it's about the person. Because you're human. And to build relationships, you want to build it with a person because you trust them more. If you build a relationship with a business, all of a sudden it starts to just become profit. And what are they getting out of it? And what are you getting out of it? But when you take an interest in what someone says or does, people like it. I've sometimes put posts on about my son, his judo, or what he's up to, or how he's dressed up. Nothing to do with web design at all. People like it. People comment on it. Because it reminds people that I'm not just stuck in this room recording videos. I also have a family. I might put something up about gardening. I might put something about the snow if it snows. Like right now it's starting to spit with rain and it could turn into snow later. It's that human interaction, that relationship building, that trust. And like I said, if you use Twitter or anything like that, or even Facebook, the people you stop on are the people where there's one guy, David Headley. I know him. He's the only bookshop in London that sell hardback covers. Every book is a hardback cover. He's a literary agent. Great guy. Every time he does a post and it appears, I read it. It doesn't matter how boring the topic is, I read it because I have an interest in the human David Headley. I have invested my time over years into reading his posts because he doesn't always promote the bookstore. One of his posts the other day was about a new dog, a new puppy he's got. Nothing to do with books, nothing to do with his business, but it showed a person with a heart, right? And, we connect with our heart. So if you are just business and you just care about your profit and getting leads, you will think with your head. What do you get out of it? What do they get out of it? If you think with your heart, you connect with people that you relate to, they share something. If someone puts on a post about a type of music or something they've read or something they're watching and I relate to it, you're more likely to comment on it. Look, let me give you an analogy, okay? And I'll come back to all the questions here. Lost. I loved that TV show. By the time I got to season 3, there were Facebook groups, not Facebook groups. I think it was 2000. No, it wasn't Facebook. There was somewhere else. There was a forum. It wasn't Facebook. Where I was, like, every time an episode ended, I would be on the forum putting on my theories about what's going on. And there would be hundreds of other people joining in. I don't know them. They don't know me. But you find a connection. Okay, so back on to all the questions. So what Mark is saying there, it's what we take from experience and what we see works and doesn't work, you adapt it in. And by the way, Zoom, I'll tell you now, you don't need to go to business school. You don't need to do business studies. You don't need to... The best knowledge you're going to get and education you're going to get is from people that are in the business or have been there, done that, made the mistakes, learned from it and found a way, or they have something to give you. Textbooks will only get you so far, right? But experience, it makes difference. My kids still wear uniform too. They still wear uniform. Most schools do, to be honest. Most of them do, except when you start to get to college, then you don't. Depends though. But it's a bit like, look, when your child goes to school or when they start the new year and you might take a photo of them in their new uniform, you stick that on social media. It's nothing to do with your business, but how many other people out there might be going to the same school, similar uniform. They like uniform, they hate uniform. You're bound to make a connection or a response. Yeah, interpret, that's what I mean. If you can find someone who can comment on an area that is going to be informative and good for your listeners or your viewers, go for it. So Gary, in the design biz, you should leave out the techno. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I tell you what, you know, when I speak to some companies or I speak to some people and they start throwing jargon at me like that, I get really frustrated. When we're working in the NHS in analytics and working with other tech people, when you're trying to talk about a problem and they start going into, oh, well, it's this, that, and I'm like, just cut to the chase. What is the problem? What is the holdup? What is the bottleneck? You know? Or, okay, here's a really funny thing. Pay attention. And I'm going to see who gets this in the comments. We're in a meeting, okay? And the director at the time said, right, there's a bit of a problem here. Okay, what's causing the slowdown of a process? And the key tech guy said this. Listen, everyone, listen to what he said. And I got it straight away. He said it's going to take a while. And they said, well, how long? And he said it would take 12 parsecs. 12 parsecs. And everyone else in the room was like, oh, okay, right. As if they knew what that was. And I looked at him and I went, is that because you're using the Kessel run process? So he said it takes 12 parsecs. And I said, is that because you're using the Kessel run process? This is going back to 2014, right? So 8 years ago. He looked at me and he had to hide. I could tell he wanted to laugh and he kind of hid it and went, yeah, something like that. And you know what really peeved me off? And I said to him afterwards, like eight other people in that room were nodding and, oh yeah, parsec. So I want you right now, Zoom, I want you to do this, right? I want you to Google this. Go and Google that. Go and Google it. But it was just so funny. He was like, yeah, 12 parsec. And everyone was like, ooh, yeah, okay, yeah, And I thought, you don't even know what you're nodding to. And as soon as I said Kessel run, you could see his face was kind of like, yeah, that's right. Oh, dear. Do you know what I mean? Oh, dear. Well, you see, well, yes, you're right. You're right there, Atlantis. 14 now. But he still thinks it's 12. He still thinks he did it in 12 because, I actually liked the Solo film. And you know what? I'm a bit gutted that because of the backlash of The Last Jedi, and The Last Jedi was very for me, the backlash for that affected Solo. And as I actually enjoyed Solo, when I watched it, I spent most of the movie smiling because it was very nostalgic. There was a lot of fan service, but you know what? I actually enjoyed it because I loved how much screen time Chewbacca got. Because I felt in the new trilogy, Chewbacca didn't get a lot of screen time. He was always there, but hardly there. And the Solo movie, I thought it was okay. I liked it. And I thought Alden, who played him, I thought he did really well. And I'm just gutted that they're not going to do a sequel to it. Because I think it really could have gone places with all Darth Maul and all of that. It could have gone places, that movie, right? I mean, I tell you what, I'm one of those people, when you watch Solo, and there was a bit where they were flying, and then they had the asteroid belt music come on from The Empire Strikes Back. And I just sat there giggling and smiling like, like, ooh. I tell you what, all right, let me admit something to you all, right? And what my friend Matthew, who worked with me at the time, he admitted that he had the same feeling. When the first Transformers movie came out in 2007, that moment where you have them all arrive to Earth, right? And then they turn up, and then the first point when the truck turns into Optimus Prime, I could feel my eyes welling up because it was like, finally, Optimus Prime is here. That moment when it first happened, my God, I really felt it. Prime is here. Then everyone else is thinking, what the heck are you talking about? But I'm telling you, you know, I mean, I was a massive Transformers fan in 85, 86, whatever. To finally see Optimus Prime on screen, my God, that was like heart-stopping moment, literally. Oh no, Solo's truly gone. Solo's truly gone. He's gone. Well, to be honest, Atlantis, the whole planet blew up as well, okay? So, you know, yep. Autobots recon. I mean, the Transformers movies have been so disappointing. The first one was brilliant. Brilliant. I love the first one. After that, they just got a bit like... And I really hope they get it back up again in a good way, because I'm just been disappointed. No way, Atlantis. Wow. I first saw Star Wars when I was 5 years old in 1983. Saw it, and then I remember we were at a video store, and I noticed a cover, and my dad was like, "Oh, they've got a sequel," and I was like, "What? There's another Star Wars? Empire Strikes Back," and then, you know, God damn it, loved it. 5 years old, 1983, changed my. Is there a defining moment that changed my life? It's Star Wars in 1983. Because my whole interest in fantasy, sci-fi, all of that, it just went like that. Boom. Through the roof. That is the biggest influence, I think, in my life. What's the biggest influence for my son? The biggest influence for my son is YouTube and the Games Master, where they wear the the Guy Fawkes mask. Bad influence, but for me, it was Star Wars 1983. My explosion for creativity and all of that. No way, Gary. Your oldest kid was 2 in 1983. That means your oldest is now 40? Gonna be 41? 40, 41? Wow. The nostalgic movies of the 80s, hey? Oh, yeah, I mean, I was reading Marvel comics in 85, 86. The Thundercat comics, the Transformer comics, the Marvel comics, you know, X-Men, all this stuff. I was into all this stuff in the 80s. And I love the Marvel stuff, you know, I love the Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, you know. I read The Hobbit when I was 10, and then my friend's mum who found out, no, my friend's stepdad who found out, then lent me a copy of The Lord of the Rings, and it was the full, all-in-one book. It was massive, all three in one book, and it was a really old version. The cover was tattered, the pages were half ripped, and that took me a good couple of years to read because it was so much, but wow. So when Lord of the Rings came out in 2001, I was blown away by that. Do you know what, Atlantis? That's how I am. The only movies I go to watch is some of the Marvel movies I'll wait, or I'll watch in the cinema. Star Wars I always go. Whenever they are there. But when I go to the cinema, okay, I don't mean to upset anyone, but when people I know at work go to watch Pride and Prejudice or Bridget Jones' Diaries or anything like that at the cinema, I go, what are you going to cinema to watch that for? For me, I want to go to the cinema when it's got to be an event. It's got to be something that you gotta love on the big screen. Like when the Jurassic Park movies came out, right? You had to see it, the very first one, on the big screen. You want to feel the spectacle. When the first Transformers came out, you wanted to see it, you know? But, you know, when I hear someone go, oh yeah, we're going to go watch Mrs. Brown, or I don't know, not Mrs. Brown, but there was a Queen Victoria film once and stuff, and they go to watch that, I sort of go, oh dear. So boom. So I've now hidden someone away. It says we've just been spammed, but we've got rid of them. Okay, cool. Someone spammed. Oh god, here they come. Here they come. Don't worry about it. I'm getting rid of them. Boom. So there will be people that just spam. Oh god, here we go. Here we go. Right, let me get rid of this one as well. Hide user. Boom. It's really unfortunate when we get people like that popping up. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to quickly add a chat delay. Oh, dear. Here we go. They just seem to be all coming in at the minute. Let me add a chat delay in. Ignore any messages that pop up. All right. Ignore any messages that pop up. I'm going to just add a chat delay in. If I can. There we go. So 20 seconds. Save. Cool. Divvy. That's I hope not. It's probably someone who doesn't like me, you know. Oh dear. I mean, I think, right, if these keep coming on, I'll probably end the chat because it spoils the whole thing, right? So I'll probably end the chat in a bit if we keep getting them coming on. Let's just make sure we get rid of them. Oh, here they come again. Here they come again. Damn it. Bots. Whoever they are. Okay, look, if this keeps going on, what I will do is I will probably end the chat because I don't think this is fair on anyone, because I think, right, what will happen is I'll just sit here continuously just blocking them. So what I'm going to say, everyone, is we've been live for 2 hours, 28 minutes anyway. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to say goodbye to everyone now, okay? Because I think it just gets pointless, doesn't it, if we just keep doing this over and over again. But look, probably see you all tomorrow. I actually need to keep on editing. I need to keep editing this video anyway. I've got to crack on with that. Flex container video. Remember, go watch it. Please do watch it. And there will be another video coming out on Friday. But poor person here. Poor person. Right, okay, I'm going to say bye, everyone. Okay, take care. See you all soon. Right, take care, everyone. Bye. Take care.